Hi, so you're speaking at a virtual event powered by SpotMe. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how you can use polls as an icebreaker to get feedback or to brainstorm ideas in your own presentations. Because live streams have up to a 30-second delay before your audience can respond, it takes a bit of practice to do it right. And here are our top 3 tips. So tip number 1 is to introduce the poll at the beginning of your presentation. Read out the question, the options, and instruct your audience how to participate. Tell them they will see a notification in the top right corner of their screen, which they can click on and then choose the option they want to vote for. Once they have voted, they can close the pop-up and enjoy the rest of your presentation. Which brings me straight to my tip number 2, and that's for you to move on. So after you've introduced the poll, you can just continue with your presentation and talk for at least a minute. This will give everyone a chance to hear your question and submit their answer. Tip number 3 is to come back to results and review them. After a minute or so, you can go back to your poll to comment the results. Make sure to be prepared to comment any outcome. And if you're worried you might forget about coming back to the poll, you can put a placeholder slide in your presentation so you don't forget about it. And that's actually it. That wraps up our 3 very simple tips for running polls in virtual events. And of course, it's easier said than done, so let me actually run you to an example presentation so you can see how you could do it as well. Hi and welcome everyone to my talk about deforestation. I'm so honored to be here today to talk about this very important topic. But before we get started, let me ask you a question. And the question is, what do you think how much of land surface is covered by forest? To answer the question, you'll get a pop-up on your screen that you can click on and then choose the answer. So what do you think how much land is covered by surface? 10, 20, 30, or 40%? While you're thinking about that, I'll start talking about deforestation. So what is deforestation? Let's first start with the definition. So deforestation is removal of forest from land, which is then converted to non-forest use. Most often this means cutting down trees to make space for farms, for new houses, or to produce things such as paper or palm oil from trees themselves. Deforestation matters because forests are home to 80% of land animals, many plant species, and some 250 million people. Not to mention, they're the key to oxygen production on our planet. And because of that, deforestation puts many of those species on the brink of extinction and threatens all of us. And just to understand the scale of the problem, let's see how many of you knew the answer to my question. Okay, 20%. So most of you say forest covers 20% of land surface. That's not very far from truth, which is 30%. So 30% of land surface is covered by forest. And 2 decades ago, that number was actually higher. It was 31%. It's unprecedented in our history that so much forest has been lost in one single generation. The main cause of deforestation is economic activity, and there's only one way we can do something about it, and that's to put our own wallets on it. To help reduce deforestation, you have to avoid products that contain palm oil, buy products made out of recycled paper and recycle them again, buy certified wood products, eat less meat, and plant trees wherever we can. So that's it. Thank you for listening to my short presentation about deforestation and tips on how to run polls in your virtual events powered by SpotMe.